Championship leader for the All-Stars Pro, looking to pick up a win to end his first season here in the MSF Supermoto. For the Legends class, we are going to keep an eye on all three riders battling for the title. We have Okabe, Kenny Lee, and also Keith Chia. For the Advanced class, it is pretty much sealed as well, with Muhammad Shafiq, who's going to start from P4.
So they have 11 riders warming up their tires, checking out their brakes. Earlier we saw, remember, I think it was Kuzaini who made a mistake into the infield corner and allowed Daniel Haiqal to move up to P2 and then eventually take the lead, but Hairi Zakaria was able to retake and win for the team R&D Motorworks Racing. Right, they are now coming up to the grid. Daniel Haiqal, Hairi Zakaria, Muhammad Kuzaini. Bike 99, that's Daniel Haiqal. Earlier we saw his younger brother take the win. Ahmad Farhan. So maybe
Daniel looking very focused. I think he wants a win to close the season.
Yeah, so and celebrate his championship. Probably with a win.
Here we go. I think that's Keith Chia. Start getting his bike ready.
Waiting for the red lights. Red lights are on and go! A great start there from Muhammad Hairi Zakaria, taking the lead from Daniel Haiqal. Daniel Haiqal got bogged down there, pulling out from the chicane, but Daniel Haiqal is in P2, hounding Hairi Zakaria with Muhammad Kuzaini in P3. Look at how close Daniel Haiqal is right now into the hairpin.
So another good start from Hairi Zakaria, but no, it is Daniel Haiqal trying to pull away in the front, and he does take the lead from Hairi Zakaria. So it is Daniel Haiqal at the moment from Hairi Zakaria, and I think in third we have Muhammad Kuzaini. So the top three riders already pulling away from P4.
So it looks like Muhammad Hairi Zakaria again made the mistake that he did earlier in race 1. He fluffed it into the hairpin, which allowed Daniel Haiqal to take the lead, but he is fighting back. Daniel Haiqal now taking very alongside each other into turn 1. Ahmad Kuzaini tries to make a move around the outside, fails and drops down to P3.
So he loses a 2 position in lap 2 at the moment. It is Daniel Haiqal, Muhammad Kuzaini now trying to make a move on the leader.
So big move there from Muhammad Kuzaini, but he dropped out. So Hairi Zakaria, but he's lost. And this time around it is Kuzaini who's made a mistake and bumped into the rear of Daniel Haiqal, which is allowed Daniel Haiqal to actually get away. Look at that, Daniel Haiqal opened up a gap link.
Hairi Zakaria trying to get second place back from his teammate Muhammad Kuzaini, and battling in 4th and 5th with Muhammad Shafiq and Zafir Zakaria.
Yeah, so Hairi Zakaria has now repassed his teammate Kuzaini, and now he needs to focus on Daniel Haiqal. In the previous lap, Daniel Haiqal unimpeded was clocking a 48.2 with Ahmad Kuzaini at 49.3. So Kuzaini has got a lot of work now. He's got to chase Daniel Haiqal, who has now a 1 second lead.
Yep, so a good move by Daniel Haiqal to take the lead early in the race, because now he's already trying to pull away from his 2 closest rivals, the 2 riders from R&D Motorwork Racing team.
I think the R&D Motorwork Racing team link, they are working together to try and chase Daniel Haiqal right now. As we know, Hairi Zakaria is a faster rider, so Hairi Zakaria is now pushing hard.
So they are pushing, and we still have more than halfway to go here in race 2. Hairi Zakaria knows what it takes to win a race here in Kuala Selangor, and he has, I think, 9 more laps to do so.
Yes, he's got laps to go, but he's clocking only 48.1, whereas Daniel Haiqal is clocking a 48.0. So if he wants to be Daniel Haiqal, who's got a lap faster than Daniel Haiqal?
Yeah, so Daniel focus at the moment to extend his lead in the front. In the back, we also have a battle for P4 between Muhammad Shafiq and Zafir Zakaria. So we have an advanced rider against a pro rider at the moment battling for P4.
And yes, Good. Muhammad Hairi Zakaria. Hairi Zakaria now has clocked at 47.6, so he's lapping faster than Daniel Haiqal, so he is trying to close up on Daniel Haiqal.
So I think Hairi is looking for his momentum at the moment here, trying to close the gap from Daniel Haiqal. As Faisal mentioned, this is a very fast race that we have here in Kuala Selangor, so he better be quick.
Yeah, so earlier the gap was 1.2 seconds. Hairi Zakaria has worked his way down to 0.9 seconds, and I can see he is closing up on Daniel Haiqal. So Daniel Haiqal, if he doesn't watch it, he will be under pressure.
Yeah, on camera we can see the gap closing between the top two riders, and we have Muhammad Kuzaini in third. And crossing the line right now, we have Muhammad Shafiq and Zakaria.
It looks like Daniel Haiqal, he is soaking up the pressure from Hairi Zakaria. Hairi Zakaria is now really hounding. Hairi Zakaria is really closing up on Daniel Haiqal. It looks like his teammate, Muhammad Kuzaini, is left on his own there in P3.
So it's a two-way battle in the front for P1. And an update on the All-Stars legend. Leading the way in 8th position is Kenny Lee from Keith Chia in 9 and also Kabeng in 10.
Okay, as I mentioned, the gap earlier was 1 second. Now it's down to half a second, 0.56. They are clocking faster and they are leaving P3 on his own. Look at that.
So Hairi Zakaria catching on quickly to the tail end of Ahmad Daniel Haiqal. I think probably Faisal in the next lap.
Well, they are coming up to a back marker link, so there could be some fun coming up.
I think that is Muhammad Daniel, bike number 79. So in very early on, they're starting to lap the back markers here in race 2.
We are at half distance. Oh, the back marker moves out of the way, so they do not impede the race leader. But Daniel Haiqal is under pressure now from Hairi Zakaria. Hairi Zakaria is all over the back of Daniel Haiqal.
So we are looking at the same situation we saw in race 1. We still have Hairi Zakaria putting the pressure once again on Ahmad Daniel Haiqal.
And massive pressure indeed, because he is clocking 0.2 of a second faster than Daniel Haiqal. Daniel Haiqal's got to watch his back, but at the same time manage his gap to maintain his lead.
So Daniel Haiqal, he definitely tried to shake off Hairi Zakaria early in the race. Unfortunately, it has not worked at all. He's once again, having to defend his lead from bike number 32.
Okay, with 4 laps to go, this is Daniel Haiqal still leading from Hairi Zakaria, with Muhammad Kuzaini holding up P3. There is Daniel Haiqal. This time round, he's opened up a better lap, so it is a 0.5 second lead. But it doesn't look like there's much of a gap. And Hairi Zakaria, if he wants to make a move, he's got to make it soon, because there is only 4 laps remaining.
So as the riders cross the line, we also have a change in position in the back. So Zafir has taken over P4 from Muhammad Shafiq, who's dropped to P5.
So we're coming up to another back marker at the slow section. This is going to allow Hairi Zakaria to close up on Daniel Haiqal once again into the second last right-hander.
So I think they just passed Kabeng in 10. So the next back marker coming up, I think, would be Keith Chia.
3 laps to go. It is Daniel Haiqal still leading, still soaking up the pressure from Hairi Zakaria. That's as close as going to get into the hairpin.
Faisal, I wonder if Hairi Zakaria will be trying the same strategy that he did in race 1.
Yeah, make a move on the last lap at the last possible corner. Oh, he tried to make a move there. That's going to block him down on the exit. That's allowed Daniel Haiqal to open up a gap, but he closes up on the infield section.
I think looking ahead, there is another back marker that they are reaching by number 75, Keith Chia, currently running in 9.
So all these back markers will actually either help or hinder the race leaders.
I would tell you that Keith Chia and Daniel Haiqal are from the same team.
Okay, what's going to happen now on the front straight? Keith Chia is still there. Keith Chia stays on the left side. They both go into turn 1. It is still Daniel Haiqal. We have Daniel Haiqal leading from...
So we are going to keep our eye on this battle for the final win of the season here for the All Stars Pro.
Two laps to go.
Will it be Ahmad Daniel Haiqal or Hairi Zakaria will take a clean sweep here?
I don't know about you, but you know, I don't know if they all can even breathe because they are racing so hard for 12 laps. I'm running out of breath talking about them racing.
Yeah, so in the back, we also have a couple of changes. I think Zafir has just dropped to P6. So Muhammad Shafiq and also Khairul Amrin has moved up to 4th and
This is
6th.
it. This is the last lap, Ling. Daniel Haiqal has got a half-second lead over Hairi Zakaria.
It
Is
looks
Hairi
like-
Zakaria even close enough?
It looks like the gap is a lot bigger than what it was in race 1.
Yeah, it's now up to 0.8 seconds. So unless Daniel Haiqal makes a big mistake somewhere, he's got it in the back, cleanly into the hairpin. Back marker ahead of him. Does the back marker hinder? The back marker stays out of the way.
Kenny
Mandi does
Lee
it.
clears the way for Daniel Haiqal, but Hairi Zakaria is now stuck behind Kenny Lee.
Yes, and looks like Daniel has got a back marker between him and Hairi Zakaria. So Daniel's opened a huge lead.
So that was a small breathing space for Daniel Haiqal. Looks like he will come around to take the final race victory.
And he even looks behind while popping a wheelie. But